Welcome to the Work Hard, Play Hard podcast. My name is Rob Murgatroyd, and I am a former doctor turned lifestyle entrepreneur. Each week, I interview some of the best minds on the planet on the science of achievement and the art of fulfillment. Today's episode is a mini-sode that we call Fri-Date with the Wife. In these mini-sodes, my wife Kim and I deconstruct the strategies that we've developed over the last decade to not only grow personally, but to turn our struggles into lessons and create fulfillment in all areas of our lives. Excuses are over. It's time to live. Let's dig into today's topic. All right, before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to be considered for my Work Hard, Play Hard Mastermind by completing an application at workhardplayhardmastermind.com. So this mastermind is not like any mastermind you may have been to or heard of, I promise you. This mastermind is for 6 to 7 figure entrepreneurs that are working too damn much and aren't taking the time to have amazing experiences around the world with an incredible tribe of people. So every 100 days or so, I drop you into new experiences that are specifically designed to elevate your thinking, to give you new ideas. Look, you get your best ideas not staring at a computer. And actually, this is the way high-level people really collaborate with each other. They do it over a glass of champagne, watching the sunset in the south of France. So if you are ready to do some fun stuff around the world and really, really want to level up your tribe in one shot, fill out an application at workhardplayhardmastermind.com. We'll jump on a call and we'll see if it's a good fit. All right, let's jump into today's episode. Well, Kimberly, Chapstick, Murgatroyd, how are you and Corona doing today?
Oh my God, like Chapstick, Murgatroyd. You just literally look down at the table and what's the first thing I see?
Well, you are I don't know what the deal is with women and chapstick. Men don't have the chapstick.
Do you wear lip gloss
thing.
And all the other things that chap your lips?
Oh, lip. I thought lip gloss was nourishing to the lips.
They lie.
It's just a commercial.
I think so.
Well, listen, we're still in the world of Corona, and we want to offer some value for people. And so, you will probably hear our little 5-year-old Sophia talking in the background because she's home. And
as are your children.
As are your children. So if you have children, this episode is going to be for you. If you don't have children, skip it.
Or send it to somebody that does have children. I think Daddy has some questions for you.
Sophia, grab that microphone there. I want to ask you a couple of questions. So, right now, why are people home from school? What's going on?
The virus is going around. We don't want to get sick.
We don't want to get sick. Okay, so what is the most important thing that we can do right now to stop us from getting sick?
Have the stuff we have and not buying waste of food.
Not wasting food. And what else should we do, like with our hands, let's say?
Wash our hands and wash them really good with soap and water.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Okay, now I have a question for you. In the morning, you do Go Noodle. Can you explain to people exactly what Go Noodle is and why, what that does for you and why do you want to do Go Noodle?
It's because Go Noodle is something that you can have on your TV or your iPad if you have iPad.
And what does it do for you? Why do you do Go Noodle?
You can watch. You can do some.
What does it get out of you?
The wiggles.
It gets the wiggles out of you.
And you dance out.
You got to put that microphone close to your face there.
You dance out.
You dance out. Okay. So now after you do that, Mommy has stations that are set up for you. Can you describe for your audience what those stations are and how the other kids can do those stations?
Well, my teacher, Mrs. Peng, sent us some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff that we can work on.
Okay, and what kind of things did your teacher, Miss Peng, give you that you can work on? Like, what are you learning right now?
Like how to spell words.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Brain pop.
Mm-hmm.
Some brain pop.
Okay. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about is you helped me last night. Can you explain what the new skill that I taught you was last night?
Washing the dishes, playing.
Washing the dishes and doing what else? Spraying them. Okay. And then today, because you did such a good job, you got a little bit of a reward, right? Can you tell me what that reward is?
It's a drawing, and it's a big cupcake, and it's a book.
All right. And the last thing, I want to give you a little promotional plug. Can you tell me a little bit about what your YouTube channel is and how that works?
It just launched out today. I hope you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. So your YouTube was launched today, was it? Yeah.
Actually, it was launched the other day before this.
You launched it the other day. And what kinds of things can people expect from your YouTube channel?
Well, for more YouTube channel with the rocket, when it was the last it flew over to our neighborhood.
Yeah, I was telling them that the rocket ship that you did on your YouTube channel launched to the neighbors thing. Now, are you going to be doing other interviews with other podcasts about your YouTube channel? And you are. Are you ready for all the interviews that you're going to be doing?
Yep.
Okay. Well, listen, I just want to thank you for being a part of this, and I really appreciate you. And I'm going to make sure that everybody goes over to your YouTube channel. Kim, what is the address that they can go to?
Everybody doesn't have to.
Well, but maybe they want to.
Yeah, they can.
So you can go to YouTube and go to Super Sophia TV.
So it's youtube.com/supersophia.tv.
No,
well,
not yet.
All right. Well, go into Facebook, go into YouTube and type in Super Sophia, and hopefully, does Super Sophia have an F or a PH?
F.
F. Okay, good. She was born with PH and she changed it to F. So there you have it. So we're going to talk about kids today and how to deal with kids at home. So here is the question I have for you. You wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
And walk upstairs, and your day is different now. Your day is different. Normally, you come upstairs, we take a nice little magical mystery walk to school, and we drop her off at this beautiful little school. And then, we start our day. We have a cup of coffee, we have some breakfast, and, we ease into our day. That's not the case anymore, right? Where things are different now. We wake up and we are now raising a child very, very differently, 24 hours a day. Talk to me about how you're thinking about that and how you're doing it.
All right. Well, here's my thoughts were this. When, first of all, I was excited to be able to have some time to homeschool, just spend more time with Sophia and make this a fun, magical time instead of a stressful time. So what I decided to do was mimic as best I could what she had at school. Now, granted, she's a little kid. She's in kindergarten. So kindergarten is going to be very different than 8th grade. So this may not work for an 8th grader, although it could. I don't know.
You mean they don't get the Wiggles out watching Go Noodle in the morning?
No.
Tell them how you start the day.
I will. So I decided that we're going to do the same as usual. So we're going to wake up and do all the morning routine stuff, have breakfast, get ready. And she can put on, I told her, I said, if you want, you can put on clothes or you can put on a costume. It's up to you, whatever you want to wear. But we're going to get out of your pajamas because I want there to be a consistency, and I don't want this to be a 30-day pajama party. So she puts typically a costume on because I gave that option, and why not? So we have breakfast, and then at her school, her teacher is a genius, and she starts the day with the kids with something called Go Noodle. And basically, if you can imagine Kids Bop, like the Kids Bop kids, and they come on the TV and they do little dances and routines, and the kids do it with them. And so she'll do 1, 2, 3 of these Go Noodles. It gets the wiggles out. She usually comes in the other room ready to learn, chill, and just ready. So that's how we start our morning, and it's fun, All
right, and then she comes from the Go Noodle room, which is also known as the living room, and then walks into her school, which is also known as the dining room.
Yes.
And you have stations set up, it's like a military maneuver in there. What do you got going on?
So in her school, they do stations, and they'll go from one station to the next, maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes at each station, and they do one task, whatever that is, math, science, art, whatever it is. And so I decided to, again, mimic that because this is what she's used to, and children love routine. So we get all of her friends, from her toy chest. This would be including Minnie Mouse, Poppy, a mermaid, and Sky from Paw Patrol. And they all get to sit at a station. And I am currently setting up 5 stations. I do a math station, a handwriting station, a reading station, a art station, and then a miscellaneous station. Like the other day, we learned about money. And some of the work came from her school. Some of it has come from different online resources. And some of it, I went to Target. Don't tell anybody. And in their little $1, $2, $3 aisle, they had these different learning kits. And one was like felt money. And another one was like a whiteboard spelling thing. By the way, I love that laugh.
She's watching YouTube and laughing right now.
Yeah. So they had like a little like spelling chart, and they had different stuff for like $1, $2, $3. So I grabbed a bunch of that. And we created these stations. We went and she goes around the stations. I set a timer and she does each station one at a time. And then, that takes about an hour, maybe to an hour and a half at the most. And then after that, we do snack and playtime. And that's usually when mommy regroups, cleans up. She has a snack. She plays a little bit. She might watch a cartoon or something. And then after that, we either do a science project or an art project. So science, I'm getting from different sources. One, we have the Little Passports subscription box that comes every month, and they have science projects in there. We do the science one, but they also have like travel ones and social studies ones and stuff. I highly recommend them. And by the way, plug, if you use the code on Little Passports, Super Sophia, Sofia, Super Sophia, you'll get 15% off in conjunction with her new little YouTube channel, Super Sophia. They made that offer. So if you need that, you got that.
Well, how long are you going? So you do the Go Noodle, and after you do the Go Noodle, you do the stations.
Go Noodle, station, snack, playtime, and then we do a science experiment or an art or a more in-depth art project.
Okay, and you're not just doing a science experiment. You launched a rocket
yesterday.
In the backyard that went in. We had to text the neighbor and ask him if we can go over their house to get the rocket back. So, like you're going all in on this.
I'm going all in.
As everything that you do in life, you're going all in. And here is the question I have for you.
Sure.
And I'm probably going to ask this question wrong. I'm probably going to offend people, and you're probably going to get mad at me for asking it. But
great, I can't wait.
There are a lot of moms right now that are not perhaps complaining and commiserating with each other and talking about how awful it is. What has been your experience with moms who, let's say, are not doing what you're doing, and how would you advise them if they called you and said, "Hey, look, I'm going crazy. I can't do this anymore. I'm not a teacher. I didn't sign up for this. I'm a lawyer. I should be working." Like, how would you advise them into getting into the mindset that you got yourself into to be able to accomplish this?
Well, okay. First of all, let me say I have one child. She's in kindergarten, and I work from home anyway. So my life has not changed that much. It's changed a little. So first, like if someone is a lawyer or has a full-time job, corporate America, and now they're home and now they're homeschooling, that's a massive change for them,
change, sure.
For the family. So the first thing is give yourself some grace, okay? Mm-hmm. Give yourself some grace. And I would say start slow, because there's also people with multiple kids. My best friend has 4 kids, and I was telling her this idea, and she's like, well, it sounds like I'd have to set up 4 groups of stations, which is also very possible. But the older ones can kind of do some of it on their own. Maybe the older ones can help the younger ones with their stations. And then while the younger ones have playtime, the older ones get it. I would say lean in and talk to your friends that are homeschoolers anyway, because the homeschooling moms, y'all, homeschooling moms, this is your time to shine. Please step out of the woodwork and post all your resources, because this is when we need them the most. And, I think that's the biggest thing. And then find the resources. If you have younger kids, you're probably getting some sort of a packet or something that the teacher sent home. Older kids for sure are getting something, but there's also different services now that are opening up for free during this confinement period. And there's one called Mystery Science. It's mysteryscience.com. They're giving free accounts now through the end of June. Go Noodle is a free thing. You can go to Go Noodle. There's also an app for the iPad. On Go Noodle, Rob, you've only seen like the fun stuff, but they also do meditation and mindfulness practices on Go Noodle.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's one called Other Goose, and they're giving away 3 weeks free. Brain Pop Jr. is giving away free accounts to communities that are in shutdown, which is everyone. And then there is Cosmic Kids Yoga, which is really fun for the younger kids. They can do yoga themes with like Frozen 2, and the girl dresses up like Elsa, and you do this whole thing. So lean on a lot of these things. And I realize that these are all computer-based things, but you can, like what we're doing is we're taking her iPad and downloading some of these apps and mirroring it on our TV so she can see it. It's big and it's moving the body, it's dancing, it's laughing, it's having fun. I would also implement game nights, like do things as a family and don't just be like, oh, get these kids away from me, because the more I feel like we interact with them, the better. Take them outside, play a game of kickball, play, badminton, whatever it is, garden, get them involved. Rob, you've been so good with this. You've been helping so much, having Sophia help you clean the house and teaching her all about that. Sophia, come here for a second. Come here. Sophia, can you tell the audience how you have enjoyed being home and doing mommy school?
Because at the end, we get prizes.
Yep.
At home.
Yeah, at home. Sometimes. Prizes include things like we got a chapstick that smells really, really good. That is a new chapstick, so not one that I've been using. It smells like root beer or whatever. And I will put a little smelly dot on her hand. Also, I will give her stickers. And then other prizes. Sometimes if she does really good work, she goes to the treasure box.
Well, I don't think we can do much better than that. Kim, do you have any final words? Or Sophia, do you have anything you want to say?
Thank you, whoever described, I'm giving a shout out tomorrow.
Okay,
Bye.
So whoever's going to describe to your show, you're going to give a shout out tomorrow. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's it, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. All right, thanks for listening. If you love this episode and you know someone that needs some help in either stepping up their work hard game or their play hard game, it would mean the world to me if you shared this podcast with them to help me get this movement out there. So if you like what you heard, head on over to iTunes, take 30 seconds, and leave me a 5-star review, and I will be forever grateful. So until the next episode, excuses are over. It's time to live.